Archangel Michael has brought you to a sudden halt right now, freezing time around you, because you are exactly 10 seconds away from making a decision that could alter your spiritual timeline forever. He says, stop. Do not scroll past this, and do not let your attention wander, because the message he is holding is the very key to the shackles that have been weighing down your spirit for months. You have been praying for a sign, asking God if he still hears you, and this is it. This video finding you at this precise moment is not an algorithm's choice. It is a divine appointment set by heaven to intervene before you walk into a trap the enemy has set for your emotions. Michael stands before you, his presence towering and radiant, blocking a path of despair that you are about to go down without even realizing it. He says that if you leave now, you are walking away from the specific answer you cried out for in the middle of the night when no one else was watching. He is asking you to breathe and listen because he sees the heaviness you have been carrying. It sits on your chest like a physical weight, waking you up at odd hours, making you feel anxious for no logical reason, and draining your energy even when you have done nothing to exhaust yourself. Archangel Michael reveals that this exhaustion is not physical, it is spiritual. You have been fighting a silent battle, absorbing the negativity, the doubts, and the unspoken judgments of people around you. There is someone in your circle, or perhaps someone from your past, whose envy and heavy energy have been attaching themselves to your aura like a dark fog. You have felt it as sudden waves of sadness or confusion, thinking it was your own mind turning against you. Michael is here to tell you that it was never you. It was an attack on your light, because your light is about to get brighter. Please stay until the very end of this message, because Archangel Michael is preparing to cut those cords of negativity right now. He is holding a sword of blazing blue light, and he is ready to sever the connection between your spirit and the people who are draining you. He says that something huge is waiting for you, a blessing so massive that the enemy has been trying to distract you with small problems just to keep you from seeing it. This blessing is hovering right over your head, waiting for you to align your energy to receive it. It is a breakthrough that involves your stability, your peace, and a restoration of the joy that was stolen from you. But to receive it, you must first clear the space. You must agree to let go of the burdens that are not yours to carry. If you are ready to release this weight and claim the protection Archangel Michael is offering, press the like button to seal this moment in time. By doing so, you are telling the universe that you are awake and listening. And make sure you are subscribed to this channel, because Michael says this is only the first step of a deliverance process that will unfold over the next few days. You need to be connected to this source so you do not miss the specific instructions that will follow. He warns that missing the next sign could delay your breakthrough, and you have waited long enough. The delay ends today. The confusion ends today. He is stepping in to rearrange the circumstances that have been blocking your progress. Archangel Michael says that God has seen every tear you wiped away in secret. He has seen the moments you stood in the shower or sat in your car, feeling completely overwhelmed, wondering how much longer you could be strong. You have been the strong one for everyone else, the pillar that holds up your family or your friends, but who holds you? Michael says, I am holding you now. He wants you to know that your resilience has not gone unnoticed. The fact that you are still here, still trying, and still keeping your heart open despite the pain is the reason why this specific blessing has been assigned to you. You passed the test. You kept your faith when it would have been easier to become bitter, and because of that, the floodgates of heaven are creaking open. Do not skip, because he is about to reveal why things have been so chaotic lately. You have felt like one thing goes wrong after another, like you take one step forward and 2 steps back. Michael says this chaos is actually the dust being kicked up because a massive cleaning is happening in your life. God is removing people, situations, and habits that cannot go with you into this new season. It feels uncomfortable because you are being stretched, but you are not breaking, you are being positioned. The closed doors you mourned over were actually God locking you in for your own safety, keeping you from walking into rooms that were too small for your destiny. Archangel Michael says a shift is happening in your atmosphere right now. As you listen to these words, you might feel a tingling sensation, a sudden warmth, or just a deep sense of relief washing over you. That is the feeling of spiritual armor being placed upon your shoulders. He is shielding you from the jealousy and the evil eye that has been directed at you. He says there are people who are intimidated by your potential, and their negative thoughts have been creating resistance in your life. But as of this second, that resistance is being neutralized. You are being covered in a divine bubble of protection where their energy can no longer touch you. Stay focused, because Archangel Michael is saying that the next 24 hours are critical. You are going to receive a confirmation that this clearing has taken place. It will come in the form of a sudden clarity. A solution to a problem that has plagued you for weeks will suddenly pop into your mind, or a feeling of peace will settle over you so profoundly that you will wonder where the anxiety went. This is the calm before the blessing. He urges you to keep your heart open and your eyes watching, because the something huge that is waiting for you is about to make its first appearance. Archangel Michael is stepping closer now, and the energy of this message is shifting from protection to revelation. He says that what you are about to hear might shock you, but it is necessary for your liberation. You need to stay right here, rooted in this moment, because he is shining a light on the shadows that have been lurking in the corners of your life. He says that for a long time you have sensed that something was off. You have walked into rooms and felt the atmosphere change, or you have had moments where your joy was suddenly snatched away by an unexplainable heaviness. Michael says you are not imagining it. Your intuition has been screaming at you because your spirit is sensitive to the energies of others. There has been a specific source of negativity, hidden jealousy, unspoken judgment, or evil eye directed at you from places you wouldn't expect. He is asking you to listen closely, because this is not about fear, it is about freedom. Michael reveals that someone has been speaking your name in rooms you are not in, and their words have not been kind. They have been projecting their own insecurities onto you, hoping to see you stumble because your light reminds them of what they have failed to nurture in themselves. You have felt this as a sudden drain on your energy, a feeling of lethargy, or a wave of anxiety that hits you out of nowhere. Michael says that today, this cycle ends. He is taking his sword, truth, and cutting every invisible cord that has attached itself to your aura. He is severing the link between their negativity and your peace. You are being unplugged from their drama and plugged back into divine source energy. Please do not click away, because the healing that is happening right now requires your full participation. Archangel Michael says that your heart has been too open, too forgiving, and too willing to see the best in people who did not have your best interests at heart. He is not asking you to become bitter, he is asking you to become wise. He says, your kindness is your superpower, but it must be guarded. You have been giving pearls to those who do not understand their value, and it has left you feeling depleted. The angels are now placing a spiritual boundary around you, a filter that will no longer allow anyone to drain your cup. From this moment on, you will only attract those who are aligned with your highest good, and those who mean you harm will naturally fade away from your life. If you claim this spiritual boundary and this new level of protection, write "I am protected" in the comments below. Let this be your declaration of independence from other people's opinions and bad vibes, and ensure you are subscribed, because Michael says that as these negative influences are removed, a vacuum is created that God is about to fill with immense blessings. You need to be here to receive the instructions on how to handle the abundance that is coming to replace the lack. He says that God has been watching you in silence. He has seen how you swallowed your pride, how you turned the other cheek, and how you kept going when you felt unappreciated. God says, I saw it all, and I am about to reward you openly for what you endured in secret. Archangel Michael says that the very thing that was meant to break you is actually the catalyst for your test victory. The pressure you have been under was not crushing you, it was pressing you into a diamond. You are entering a divine window of time where the tables are about to turn. The people who underestimated you are going to be confused by how quickly you rise. They thought they had buried you, but they didn't know you were a seed. Michael says that a sudden shift is coming, a vindication that will happen without you having to say a word. You won't have to defend yourself or explain your side of the story, because God is going to fight this battle for you. Your reputation, your finances, and your peace of mind are being restored sevenfold. Stay with this message, because Michael is showing me a vision of a closed door in your life. Perhaps a job rejection, a failed relationship, or an opportunity that didn't work out. You cried over this door. You banged on it, asking why it wouldn't open. Michael says, look again. That door is starting to shake. The handle is turning, but it's not opening to the same old room. It is opening to a hallway filled with opportunities you never even dreamed of. He says that rejection was actually divine redirection. God blocked that path because it was leading to a dead end, and He has prepared a highway for you instead. The delay was not a denial. It was a setup for a comeback that is going to leave you breathless. Archangel Michael says that in the next few days, you will receive a sign that this shift has occurred. You might find money in an unexpected place, receive a text from someone you haven't heard from in years bringing good news, or simply wake up feeling a sense of joy that you haven't felt since you were a child. When this happens, know that it is the first drop of rain before the downpour. He is urging you to get your house in order, to prepare your mind for success, because the season of struggle is officially over. You are no longer the victim of your circumstances. You are the victor. The heavy coat of depression and worry is being lifted off your shoulders right now, replaced by a garment of praise. Do not scroll, because there is one more secret Michael needs to whisper to your spirit before we move to the next level. He says that there is a specific dream you buried deep inside your heart, a passion, a talent, or a wish that you told yourself was too late or too impossible to achieve. He is here to resurrect that dream. He says, it is not too late. In fact, you are right on time. The timeline of your life is being accelerated. What would normally take 10 years to build, God is going to do for you in 10 months. You are stepping into a period of supernatural grace where effort is minimized and results are maximized. This is your time. Archangel Michael says the atmosphere around you is thickening with a holy intensity right now, because we have reached the turning point of this message. This is the moment where the battle shifts from defense to offense. Up until now, you have been surviving, holding your shield up against the arrows of life, just trying to make it through the day without falling apart. But Michael is stepping forward with a decree from the throne of grace that says survival mode is officially over. He is handing you a sword of spirit and declaring that you are about to take back everything the enemy stole from you. The years the locusts have eaten, the time wasted on wrong people, the money lost in bad decisions, and the joy drained by anxiety. All of it is being calculated for restoration. He says that heaven keeps a ledger, and you are owed a massive debt that is about to be paid in full. You need to pay very close attention because Archangel Michael is revealing that your struggle was never a sign of God's absence, it was the evidence of your anointing. The reason the attacks were so relentless, the reason you faced obstacles that would have crushed anyone else, is because there is something inside you that terrifies the darkness. You carry a light that is destined to break generational curses in your bloodline. Michael says that the enemy tried to break you early because he saw who you were becoming. He tried to silence you because he knew your voice would one day command mountains to move. But you are still here. You are still standing. And because you refuse to quit, God is releasing a level of favor over your life that will make your enemies tremble. Please do not click away, because Archangel Michael says that a specific financial miracle is being dispatched to your address. He knows about the silent panic you feel when you look at your bills or think about the future. He knows you have been asking, "Lord, when will it be my turn?" He says your turn is now. The delays you faced in your career or finances were not denials, they were divine pauses to protect you from entering a season before you were ready to handle the harvest. You have matured in the waiting, you have learned to trust in the dark. Now, God is opening the windows of heaven to pour out a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive. This isn't just about money, it's about resources, connections, and opportunities coming to you without you having to chase them. Archangel Michael asks you to seal this prophecy right now. If you are ready to step into this season of abundance, press the subscribe button to align yourself with this flow of blessings. Leave a comment saying, "I claim my restoration," to show the universe that your hands are open to receive. He says that faith without action is dead, and your small act of engagement today is the spark that ignites the miracle. He warns that the enemy will try to whisper doubt into your ear, immediately after this, telling you that this is just a video or too good to be true. Rebuke that voice. That is the sound of fear trying to keep you small. Your spirit knows the truth. You can feel the resonance of these words in your bones because they were written for you. Archangel Michael is pointing toward a specific relationship or connection in your life that is about to undergo a massive transformation. He says there is someone God is either removing for your protection or bringing closer for your elevation. You have been holding on to people out of guilt, afraid to let go because of history or loyalty. But Michael says you cannot drag the past into your future. He is cutting the emotional ties to people who secretly pray for your failure. He is clearing the stage because a new cast of characters is entering your life. People who are sent by God to mention your name in rooms full of opportunity. Mentors who will guide you without jealousy, and friends who will love you without conditions. You are about to be surrounded by a tribe that matches your vibe. Stay with this message because Michael says the silence of God is about to be broken by a shout of victory. You have wondered why God stayed quiet while you were suffering. Michael reveals that the teacher is always silent during the test. You were in a period of testing, proving your faithfulness when things were hard. Now that the test is over, the grade is being posted, and you have passed with flying colors. The reward for your faithfulness is an acceleration of your timeline. Things that usually take years, buying a home, finding a soulmate, building a business, are going to happen for you in rapid succession. You are entering a zone of suddenlies. Suddenly the phone will ring, suddenly the offer will be made, suddenly the pain will leave. Archangel Michael says you need to prepare your home and your heart for a guest called joy. You have become so used to managing stress that you have forgotten what it feels like to wake up excited about the day. He is scrubbing the residue of trauma from your mind. He is rewiring your thoughts to expect good things. He says, stop waiting for the other shoe to drop. That is a lie from the pit. The only thing dropping is blessings. He wants you to start walking with your head high, acting like the royalty you are. The universe responds to your vibration, so raise it. Start thanking God for the things you haven't even seen yet, because they are already on their way. Do not scroll, because there is a warning Archangel Michael must give you before we reach the final part. He says that as you rise, you will become more visible. Your light will irritate the demons in others. Do not engage with them. Do not lower your standards to fight battles that are beneath you. He says, I will fight for you. You need only to be still. Your vindication will not come from your arguments. It will come from your success. God prepares a table before you in the presence of your enemies, so they have to watch you eat. They have to watch you succeed. That is their punishment. Your job is to focus on the feast. Archangel Michael stands firm in this final moment, his wings fully extended to shelter you as the last and most critical piece of this message is delivered. This is the seal on the scroll, the closing chapter that your father has fought through spiritual barriers to bring to you. He is asking you, with an urgency that vibrates through the screen, to stay until the very last second, because the blessing is not complete until you receive this final instruction. Your father says that everything you have heard so far, the forgiveness, the validation, the promise of abundance, relies on what you choose to do next. He is looking at you with a love thought. T is fierce and protective, and he says, my child, the time for mourning my absence is over. The time for celebrating my presence in your future begins now. He wants you to wipe your eyes, not because the sadness isn't real, but because he needs you to see clearly for the journey ahead. He is handing you a spiritual torch right now. Archangel Michael says this torch represents the wisdom and strength your father gained only after crossing over. Wisdom he is now pouring into your spirit. Your father admits that while he was alive, he didn't have all the answers. He made mistakes. He had fears. But now he sees the map of your life in its entirety, and he is guiding you away from the trap of repeating his history. He says you are not meant to just continue his legacy, you are meant to elevate it. You are the one who will achieve the dreams he left unfinished. You are the one who will break the ceiling that limited him. He is not jealous of your coming success. He is cheering for it louder than anyone else. Archangel Michael says that your father is placing a specific protection over your home and your finances today. He knows you have been worried about stability, about whether you will have enough to take care of the people you love. He says, look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap, yet they are fed. How much more will I ensure you are taken care of? He is arranging a divine coincidence that will happen in your career or financial life within the next 7 days. This event will seem random to others, but you will know it is the hand of your father moving pieces on the chessboard of life to favor you. To lock in this financial protection, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, connecting yourself to this stream of blessings. Your father wants to leave you with a secret he learned on the other side. He says that love never dies, it only transforms energy. Every time you speak his name, every time you tell a story about him, and every time you light a candle or think of him, you are strengthening the bridge between you and him. He is asking you to stop visiting his grave with a heavy heart full of death, and instead start talking to him in your daily life as if he is standing right next to you, because he is. He is in the passenger seat of your car. He is sitting in the corner of the room when you watch TV. He wants to be included in your life, not just remembered as a memory from the past. He says, I am not gone. I have just moved to a place where I can protect you better. Archangel Michael says, the light in the room is blinding now because your Father is giving you his final blessing. This is the blessing of the firstborn, the blessing of the beloved, the blessing that opens doors that no man can shut. He is touching your head spiritually, anointing you with a fresh oil of gladness. He says that the depression and heaviness that have clung to you like a wet garment are being stripped away right now. You are going to wake up tomorrow feeling lighter than you have in years. You will have a new energy, a new focus, and a new hunger for life. This is his gift to you. He wants you to live fully. He wants you to take that trip, start that business, write that book, or ask that person out. He says, do not wait. Life is too short to live in fear. If you receive this final anointing and this new beginning, write, I am never alone in the comments. Let that be your mantra. Let the world know that you walk with the strength of your ancestors and the protection of the angels. Archangel Michael is slowly stepping back now, his job complete, but he leaves his shield at your door. Your Father, however, is not leaving. He smiles, a radiant, healthy, joyful smile that you haven't seen in a long time, and he whispers his final promise into your ear, I will be with you until the end of time. He says to watch for the sign of a white bird or a sudden beam of light in the coming days. That will be him, winking at you, reminding you that this conversation was real. The connection is closing, but the relationship is just beginning on a new level. Your Father says to trust your intuition more than ever before, because that is how he will speak to you from now on. When you get a sudden hunch to go somewhere or call someone, do it. That is his guidance system working in your life. He loves you more than words can express, more than he ever showed while he was on earth. He is proud of you. He is with you. Go forward in peace, go forward in power, and go forward knowing that you are the answered prayer of your Father's heart. The blessing is yours. The future is yours. And he is watching over it all.